Court is on the record in City of County versus Murphy Mulkern, case number 25 CRB 130. We just conducted a hearing last week in Mr. Mulkern's case, a hearing on motion to modify or suspend sentence. That hearing was conducted on August 25th, 2025. On that date, Mr. Mulkern filed through his counsel a motion for driving privileges. The court did not consider Mr. Mulkern's this motion at the time of the hearing on August 25th, so I scheduled this for another hearing today. Mr. Mulkern remains incarcerated. He is appearing at this hearing by way of video from the Ashtabula County Jail. His attorney, Jason Fairchild, is in the courtroom. Mr. Fairchild is appearing at table 1 on the video. Also in the courtroom is Law Director John Lewis, who is appearing at table 2 on the video. This is the defense motion. Mr. Fairchild.
Thank you. Just briefly, the motion for driving privileges has been filed on behalf of Mr. Mulkern. So that when he gets out,
you can stay seated just so your client can see you. Yeah, that's fine.
So that when Mr. Mulkern gets out, he can continue his employment with his family business, as well as drive to and attend his scheduled National Guard drills, and he is also a volunteer fireman at the fire department, so he's going to need to be able to respond to calls. Unfortunately, at the time of sentencing, on July 8th, the court had indicated that the court would grant limited driving privileges upon providing proof of insurance as well as supporting documentation. So the motion was filed pursuant to that as well. And attached to that was Mr. Mulkern's proof of insurance, both for the current year, which coverage year ends August 31st, 25, which so just ended, but also the bottom copy was for August 31st, 25 through August 31st, 26. The next attachment to the motion was a statement, a memorandum for record from his National Guard unit, which contains the dates that he has scheduled drills and where they're located. And then the next document, the print was pretty, not very dark, but I do have an updated statement to court from the Advanced Concrete Floor Finishes, which is the family business, indicating that privileges that are being requested would be from 6:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. due to the nature of the job that they do. And the final document attached from the Finland Lake Volunteer Fire Department, just attesting to the fact that what he does there. I certainly provide the court with this updated statement from the advanced floors. If the court wants it, that has the time contained in it. And so for these reasons, Your Honor, we would ask that the court grant the privileges as requested.
What days of the week are we talking about at work?
With respect to the fire department, we don't know.
No, I'm talking about
advanced flooring.
Yes.
They work primarily Monday through Friday, but they do work on holidays and weekends. It just depends on the nature of the customer or client that requires the floor work. For instance, they have a lot of food manufacturing places that they are closed on the weekends, I think. So sometimes they will do their whatever repair work and things are needed. So, and Mr. Mulkern, the owner of the business, is also here at the court.
So we'll start with the first one. The insurance is for a 2023 Jeep. So that's the vehicle he would be driving?
I believe that's his personal vehicle. I think the insurance company, Advanced Flooring, if you drive a company vehicle.
Okay. So where would he be driving? Is he always going to be driving to and from the Cambridge Springs, Pennsylvania location for National Guard?
That's my understanding. And some of those drills are at the home station, but in other places, they're at some of the other field sites that are indicated there.
Where's it indicated? That's right.
Well, it says location, but again, at the time that this was provided, the military likes to talk in acronyms, and we certainly could attempt to get what those acronyms stand for.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that I don't know the exact locations, Your Honor. Obviously, it would be incumbent upon Mr. Mulhern to carry with him with these privileges. For instance, if he's on his way to the drill, I would think this would be attached if he gets pulled over somewhere. I don't know whether he's on his way to or from that site.
Okay. And then what about the fire department? Would he be driving a fire department vehicle?
I would assume so, Your Honor. I don't know how many people, I think depending on the number of people that respond to the call would determine, who's eligible to drive or not drive.
It does say at the end, it says, to drive to and from Finley Lake Fire Station for training and to drive fire trucks and ambulance to and from the scene of emergency.
I mean, I know this is an unusual situation for the court because typically driving privilege requests that come before the court, there's set days and schedules. Unfortunately, Mr. Mulhern's he's not asking to be able to drive, to go visit friends or anything. It's solely for occupational purposes. Unfortunately, the occupation times and dates vary.
Okay, Mr. Lewis, any response?
Yes, Your Honor, thank you. The city is opposed to the motion for driving privileges. First of all, I think the motion lacks specificity with all the different circumstances that Mr. Mulhern is asking for these privileges for. It would basically be just a blanket permission from the court to drive while he's still under the suspension. Also, Your Honor, I have spoken to Julie Tupa, who is president of the courtroom, and she is opposed to the release as well. Thank you.
Well, I did indicate when I sentenced him, I originally sentenced him on July 8th that he would be granted limited driving privileges. Upon proof. So Ms. Tupa, is there anything you would like to say at this time?
Before I came to court 8 days ago, I asked my husband and God if at the sentence handed down on July 8th could just stay the same, take the lumps, and then I could have a little peace. That wasn't the case, but as I talked out loud to my husband Friday morning, I told him, once I get my head right after last week, I can maybe have some peace at home for a little while. Well, that wasn't the case either. It's got to hurt a little. It's got to be a little more comfortable and inconvenient. I get that 60 days in jail is probably uncomfortable, as it should be. But why do I have to be inconvenienced? Because you don't want me. I have to miss work to come to court, and being that I've lost 2 household incomes, it's a big inconvenience. Not to say what happened today hasn't been a huge inconvenience to me as well. I'm mentally exhausted, and I would like to have just a little peace.
You're not even out of jail yet, and you're asking me for privileges. And, I get it. I get where Ms. Tupa's coming from, and I get it that it's got to hurt a little bit. And so at this time, I'm denying or overruling the motion. I will entertain the motion again at some point in the future, but I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to entertain it again. I do think that I agree with Ms. Tupa. 60 days in jail for a life is pretty darn easy. And the most I could have gave you was 90, which I did, and I gave you a break on 30 days. I am going to grant you limited driving privilege at some point, but not now. The motion is overruled. Anything further, Mr. Lewis?
No, sir, thank you.
Mr. Fairchild?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. This matter is concluded. Thank you.